When's the last time you asked God for something more than you can imagine? I got a lot of imagination. I have a vivid imagination, as a matter of fact. But I got a God that can blow that imagination away. The Bible tells me I've got a God who can do more than I can even ask or imagine. When's the last time you asked him for something greater than you could even think of? Greater than you can imagine? The Bible says he can do more than we can ask or imagine. So I want to look at this, and I want to look at some things this morning. I want to remind you of a message I preached a year ago, because I really believe that we've got to get our place to a place where we're saying, God, I'm not just going to imagine that it could happen. I'm going to believe that you can make it happen, that you will make it happen, that you'll do immeasurably more than I can ask or imagine, that you will. Because if you don't believe that, you're never going to ask. And so I want to look at what's the purpose of God doing immeasurably more. How does God work the immeasurable in our lives? And why would I expect him to do that? And so I got some points. Let me give you this first one. God's immeasurable in your life is to bring him immeasurable glory. Okay? The reason that he wants to do it in your life is that at the end of the day, God gets immeasurable glory for what he's done. All right? The key words are to him be the glory. To him be the glory. Not to Jim be the glory. Not to Peter to be the glory. Not to Dick to be the glory. Not to Transformation Church be the glory. But to him be the glory. We want God to get all the glory. When I receive the immeasurable of God, he should receive immeasurable glory in the church into all generations. You know, God parts a Jordan River so the people of God could walk into what he had planned for them. And he says, oh, and by the way, take those 12 stones that you find on the Jordan River bottom, and you build a monument to me on dry ground, so that in a future generation, when they ask you, what are these stones for, you say, to him be the glory. You give him a testimony. You see, what I want is the things that we do and the things that God does and the immeasurable he does through us, that someday a generation will be able to say, to God be the glory. It's not about us. It was not going to part until a measure of faith was exercised where they had to step into that river. And I'm going to say to you this morning that for some of us, the immeasurable is not happening until you take a step of faith. Years ago, you know the story. Many of you remember the story of the 11th Street Project. It took a step of faith, a measure of faith. How much money you got? None. How much money you need? $1.3 million. Yes, let's do it. You people are whacked. And we did, and we saw God bless, and we saw God move, and we saw God do miracles. And here's the cool thing about it. You know what's really cool? I believe that the 11th Street Project and what we did over there and been doing was just a measure for God to continue to do the immeasurable that's going to blow our minds in the next few years. I imagine a day when the city is known for the riches of God, not branded with a distress label. That people from out of this area say, what happened in Altoona? Oh, let me tell you what happened in Altoona. My immeasurable God showed up. That's what happened. There was a people, not just of this house. There was a people of multiple houses that believed God and gave a measure of themselves and gave a measure of the resources. And God said, now I'm going to blow your mind. And people are going to say, what happened in that city? When the economy flourishes because it's driven by kingdom companies, kingdom-minded entrepreneurs. When it's no longer the brunt of people's mockery. When the renewal of a city happens because of this crazy, immeasurable God that can do more than I can think or I can imagine or I can ask. That's who my God is. It is. But I got to tell you something about my God this morning. He's got things ready for you that you don't even know about and that he's willing to do in your life. I'm just telling you. They're there. They're not, you can't see them, but they're there. I believe more in the character of my God. I believe in the character of my God. I believe more in the character of my God than the conditions of my life.